And we are live. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome. So let's come so I can see Ashley and Jim too, if they're in that corner. So welcome to our first Sacred Sunday spiritual service of 2019. So excited to start this day with you together with very special guests, Ashley and Jim of Woven Green. They're dear friends of ours, and we've been wanting to have them join us, but between their schedule and our schedule is quite always, it's an art of creating this. So we couldn't be more honored in the first month of January, this really incredible year that you get to be our special guest. So thank you so much.
We're really grateful that you guys are taking this Sunday. We know there's lots of things planned on the weekend, lots of things happening just through the universe right now. Lots of things arising. So just we're very appreciative, very thankful, very honored that you guys can just take this hour, take this time, and really just feel what comes through in vibration. Feel the message and allow yourself to receive, to breathe, and just to know that we're all here to support each other. We're all here to bring this into the service of our light and love. We're here to enjoy, to have fun. Thank you.
And we thank our live stream family that are joining us. So thank you so much for being with us too. And the setting is a little bit wider. Hello, Demetrius. I can't read that, but I know that's Demetrius. So thank you so much for being with us. He's a wonderful, wonderful sacred brother of ours from London. Very supportive. So, yeah, thank you, my love. So, bowing to the sacred tea. Is it too spicy? It's all right. Yeah, that's good. It should heat us up a little bit. We need a little more heated energy. So we're coming off this amazing week of lunar eclipse, super full moon, multi moon, you know. I love when they give these names to it, but sometimes it's extremely in alignment with the name chosen for this energy that rises and that really hollering, right? There's been this sort of hollering and crying out from the depth of our being, right? How many have been very emotional? Yeah? Yeah. Lots of tears. Did you ever imagine you have even more tears after all these years of Ascension journey? There's still more tears left. Isn't that amazing? Right? It's like, wow, I've cried, I've gone through that, I did that, I faced that, here it is again, repeated, right? But it's not really repeated. What is happening is that because this divine aspect of ourselves is finally merging with our physical being, right? It has to create space. It has to allow all these debris to purify out of our fields, our physical, emotional, mental, etheric, spiritual body, so that we are completely the temple of divine, that divine is housing in. So it's not by accident. All that is coming out, the hollering of the wolf moon, eclipse, lunar energy, with her goddess presence and the superness, right? It was like a supercharged energy. Wasn't it like your sleeves were rolled up? Bring it on, right? What else you got? Because finally I feel at a consciousness on the planet, we decided we're not going anywhere. We're going to face it, and we're going to face all of it. The entire spectrum of it. Why? Because 2019, this Holy Trinity year, some of us shared the first day of New Year's together. It is really incredible. We really talked about that. This Holy Trinity is coming together in this triple flame. And this triple flame really represents the inner joy, the inner bliss. But the inner bliss cannot fully radiate when it's in the presence of all this debris, the degree of heaviness, the degree of separation, the degree of pain, which justifiable sometimes in this incarnation. We have the sadness towards the pain that we have endured, right? The sorrows that we have borrowed, they're not necessarily ours. How many sorrows have we freaking borrowed, right? Like, why? Because we're empathic being, we're capturing, we're feeling so much. We're expanding into all of our other senses, and we're even taking those, we're starting to expand out into our entire aspects that have been left in different timelines, different universes, multiverses, off planet, on planet, from all different parts. It's like the merging of the whole, right? We're coming, it's a homecoming. And the homecoming is exciting. So why we gather? Because it feels good. We start to feel the excited energy, like you feel it when you come in. There's something that's calling you. There's something that's calling all of us. But that in which is calling is the calling of the divine. We happen to meet each other and feel that tingling energy and that beauty. And they're like, oh, something's happening, I don't know what. But we're seeing the divine in each other's reflection. And it feels so good. I was saying that to Michael. I said, gosh, like, I want nothing else other than being with my soul family. Good Lord, it feels so good to be with soul family. This over soul, right? So many of us are part of it, and the connections are instant. Like, we meet each other the first time we meet. It's like this love. We don't know what this is. Like, but we just know it and we trust it. We don't question it because from our templates, this crystalline template that we're becoming, right? We're able to radiate the true reflection of our divinity. And there's no more efforts. There's no more really working at it because it's just becoming it. And that realized state. And it's just a remembrance. So we get little pockets of it and it feels amazing. Then we have these pockets that are totally lack of amazing. Lack of, I don't know what's the opposition of that, but lack of amazing. Good Lord, we all have some of those too. So this 2019, we get to start this and we have this still month of one. It is the oneness. It is that connection to the allness, the oneness and allness in everything. And I feel as we're facing these things on the outside, the biggest part of it is we're remembering, wow, let me forgive this one too. Let me forgive that one. Let me forgive this one. Let me forgive that one. Let me forgive, oh my goodness, I gotta forgive that one too. And there's a lot of generosity and forgiveness. Because that energy has to be lifted. And it's truly the gift we're giving to ourselves. Whatever we're forgiving in us, we're forgiving in the wholeness of allness in everything and everyone. That in which we're forgiving is allowing the energy to move forward. So we are the ones that get to be blessed. So whoever has done you wrong in any which way or form, right, is giving you the gift, is giving you the gift to forgive the person. And you, on top of it, when you get to forgive yourself, right? You are the one who's liberating yourself and that person. It's one of the most incredible gifts of a resurrected state of being, a realized state, right? And it's not that life is against you or universe is, hurting you or punishing you. It's not. It's because you're blessed enough. You're so loved. You're so special that you have the sometimes you forget something happened, there's a bit of a hurt feeling, and then you don't know what to do. It's right there awaits through the angels and ascended masters and the whole team and our own higher self. Wow, I can forgive this because I'm doing the work on behalf of God. So Michael and I had an amazing, interesting experience last night. We were watching Merlin.
Yeah.
And we love Merlin. So there was this part where King Arthur had ordered this massacre in this one place, right? So there was this one soul boy spirit that had taken over one of his knights and had possessed them, and so King Arthur decided to go to the place where the shrine was that had created for the Druids, and he put his sword down, and his knight that had been possessed by this spirit came forward, and he put his his sword down, and he really asked for forgiveness from this boy that he recognized as being trapped and wants to be able to move forward but cannot. It was so incredible. As soon as King Arthur was like this, he says, "Forgive me," suddenly we hear pow in our apartment. So I hear this thing. So from my holy book, from my grandmother's holy book, that's very, very old, falls over the what do you call it? You see the disciple, the Last Supper, over my other thing with Yeshua and Mother Mary and baby Jesus, and then this one, it crashes and it breaks, and it's very loud. But interesting, love, the top of it broke, not this, right? So we come out and we're like, because it was exactly the moment when King Arthur said, "Forgive me," and the thing that and Michael and I were like,
You said, "Did this happen? Did this happen in our apartment?" Like, "Something fell."
Something fell. I was like, "Wait a minute, was that in the TV? Was that here?" And they said, "No, it's here." So we both knew, okay, all right, we're forgiving. Let's go. So we went, sat, and we really talked through it. What part he had to do, what part I had to do. So we questioned. Mike was like, do you have more forgiveness? I was like, I think I'm clear, but there was more. So I really took it into my practice this morning, and then Michael too. And we both felt so much gratefulness for that, in which somewhere inside was not aware that still there's more of this, because as a sovereign being that we're claiming, the forgiveness is a huge part of it. That energy cannot be in our vibrational field in order for us to fully claim being a sovereign being. We cannot have any of these energies around. So what I wanted to really offer to you this morning is offering you two things. One is just to help you with your auric field, a quick little practice, which will help you. And the other one is bring the prayer of forgiveness through the sacred heart. Yeah? Okay, so let me have you stand up for a second, because I'm going to teach you something which I feel a lot of times, who knows how to brush their auric field?
Right.
Who knows? Should raise your hand. Do you know how to notice? Any knows? Okay, so I'm going to teach you something that's really, really powerful. And I invite you to invite this into your daily practice, because a lot of times you feel irritated, but you don't quite know why. And you want to be able to sort of like get this energy, transformed. And it's beautiful to bring the forgiveness to it. So I'm going to just take 2 minutes to show you what to do. So bring your hands up. Yeah? Okay. So as you're bringing your hands up, just shake it a little bit so it's really loose and radiating in whichever direction it needs to be. Yeah? And you can shake your body if you need to. So shake the stuff out of you. Okay, good. So close your eyes for a second. Can you feel a little bit of this little subtle buzzing energy around?
Yeah.
Okay, now open your eyes. So I'm going to show you something. So from Divine Mother, Divine Father, from the source of all light of illumination, as your fingers are buzzing a little bit, what you want to do is you're just going to slowly bring your fingers down. As you slowly bring it down, you're gonna feel a vibration shift where you touch your auric field. Your auric field is about almost a foot outside of you. Okay, as soon as you bring it down and you start feeling it, so here's, I touch mine, I can feel it already, okay? Most of you can feel it? Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna just gently brush it with, like, imagine God's love is being brushed by you, brushing your auric field with its dazzling golden energy. And you're going to just brush your auric field so that it's soft and gentle and it doesn't have to fire and be explosive. And you breathe that in very gently. You get to feel, like some of you that are multi-sensors, you really get to feel a lot of the colors in it, and brush it all the way down. And within this place, as you're brushing it down, you feel like the beauty as it is like dazzling down. And as you do this, just inside, if there's anything you need to forgive, allow this golden energy of divine to wash and brush it off out of you. And take it all the way down. And breathe and trust and breathe out, and you feel it, like. And then when you finish, come back and notice what you're noticing. It's a very simple 2-minute thing to do. And tell me how you feel. Take a breath. See how, if your breath is wider, bigger, more expanded.
Lots more space.
A lot more space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who feels that? Right over here. It's instant, but it's one of the biggest things you can do, because you invoke the presence of divine in you, and it clears you from your inside by bringing that out. And anything you need to forgive, you first allow this to take place. Yeah. Good? Okay, so now close your eyes. So we're going to go ahead and have you bring your hands to your hearts, please. Just right in that center, both of them. And I want you to just breathe in and breathe out as I offer this beautiful prayer that is for the victory over outer conditions. And it is based on the sacred flames, the sacred fire. So I want you to breathe in as I share this prayer with you, and breathe it out, and tune inward to your heart, because it will go exactly where your inner heart has to take this message. So here we go. In the name of love, wisdom, and power, by the authority and victory of my own beloved I Am presence, I demand and command every cell, an atom, an electron of my physical body to blaze with the sacred fire of invincible love and healing flames from my beloved I Am presence and the ascended masters of light. I ask for the action of the law of forgiveness for every transgression of the law of love in my daily life and the past. I command the invincible flames of purity, of protection, of resurrection, and healing to blaze through my physical body, my emotional body, my mental body, my etheric body, and my spiritual body, my inner child and my body elemental, daily and hourly. In the name of love, I command my full mastery and victory over all outer conditions in my life to be made manifest. I also ask the opening and return of all of my spiritual gifts. And so it is, beloved I Am. I call the law of forgiveness for my errors of the past. I extend forgiveness to all souls I've ever hurt in any way, shape, or form in this lifetime and beyond. I also extend my forgiveness to all souls that have ever hurt me. I call upon the eternal flame of cosmic love to seize these energies, to be drenched in the fires of the violet fire and Ascension. I give thanks for this healing. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Breathe that in. And say, so it is.
And so it is.
Take it one more breath in. And release your hands. Thank you. The action of the forgiveness, the fire, sacred fire comes from the divine mother aspect of us. The divine feminine energy on the planet allows us to forgive, allow the energy to move. So we embrace that in our hearts. We embrace that in this presence. We embrace that in the whole collective consciousness. So we free ourselves and we free others. And so, thank you so much. So welcome back as you welcome beautiful Ashley and Jim. Whoever wants to come, we'll have you come.
Thank you, Honey and Michael, so much for opening your space and to all of us. We are so honored. We want to thank you all for showing up too and holding sacred space. Love is a force so ancient that you can only remember yourself. This is the time of the great remembering. This is of who we truly are and what we came here to do. This is the return home to the seat of love, to source consciousness within. And what an exciting and marvelous time it is to be here, that we chose to incarnate on this planet at this time, knowing that we are here to help raise the vibration, to clear the density, and to lift the veil from the long slumber and amnesia that humanity has had to endure for so long. And despite the challenges that we face, know that these are the labor pains that we are going through to help birth this new consciousness. And that we are collectively waking up and we are finding our way home. And there's so much reason to be hopeful. And that begs the question, what is the way? How does one find the way? And I think the answer to that is quite simple. We only need to look within. And of course, that sentiment has been echoed in all the perennial wisdom teachings and the enlightened ones that have come before us, that have nudged us to this internal truth. Buddha said the way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus said the kingdom does not come in such a way as to be seen. For no one can say, here it is, or there it is, for the kingdom is within. Lao Tzu said that one can know the world without ever leaving home. Little did we know that he was actually prophesizing about the internet. But in all seriousness, he was talking about the internet, right? He said the way can be seen without a window. But I think there is a window. The heart is the window. It is the window through which the soul sees. And through that window, we can see clearly that our mission, our purpose, is to find ourselves on a path with heart. And in so doing, awaken to the sacred service that we have come here to do, to help humanity and help raise the consciousness on this planet and beyond. Throughout the ages, all the great mystics have revealed and sensed this same truth, that the ultimate reality is here, right now. If we could but perceive it, if we could but see it. Piercing through the veil of Maya, the illusion of separation, they step through the cleansed doors to the timeless dimension of now and illuminated a world pulsating with energy, intelligence, alive in all things. That behind all matter is consciousness, holographic by nature, a divine matrix of reality of which we are not only intrinsically connected to, but co-creatively manifesting right now. And to the degree that we become conscious of it, this truth simply becomes self-evident within. So I invite you to take that in for me. Close your eyes. Know that we are all travelers here, born from the stars. And we have arrived at this moment, this glorious moment of all that is, all that was, and all that continues to unfold like petals of a lotus flower, opening itself up to infinite expression, endless possibilities. Rejoice, you woke up today, and it is an honor and a privilege to be embodied beings, spirits of the sacred and divine. So breathe that in and let it fill your hearts. And smile. Because it is wonderful to be alive, fully present in this moment, wide awake. And you can open your eyes. When we become aware of the interconnectedness of all things, we quite literally become in sync with the universal energies. We become in sync with the indwelling God or goddess within. We become in sync with the unity of life. We become in sync with our destiny. Deepak Chopra has a word for this. He coined it synchrodestiny. And it's the idea that the more that we live in vibrational alignment with who we truly are, with our most authentic selves, the more we begin to see coincidences and synchronicities oscillate and move at a higher vibration in our lives. These coincidences, these synchronicities, we know them as signposts projected out from source within, always leading us to a greater understanding of who we are. And there's no limit to how they show up in our lives. Life, God, consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, whatever name resonates with you. Whatever name resonates with you, this force is always seeking to express itself through us. And it can show up in a myriad of different ways. For some of us, perhaps the same, or perhaps very different. Whether that's through dreams, in a dream state, whether it's through a heightened state of psychic awareness, understanding, mystic revelation, codes, numerical sequences, light language, prophecy. Ernest Holmes, the great New Thought thinker, he had a word for this. He called it the divine urge. And it's the idea of the divine or the whole of life surging through us. This divine urge is always seeking to help push us on, to help further our evolution, to help show us what is innate within, but moreover, what we can do when we collectively tap into that power. Just take that in for a moment. What we can do when we collectively tap into that power. To quote Ernest Holmes again, he said that the enlightenment of the soul, the illumination of spirit, can only come to the degree that the individual purposes to let life operate through him. And this is big. And I'd like to expand on that a little bit by quoting Jesus. He said that, ye must become as little children to enter into the kingdom. Well, in my opinion, I have intuited that as learning to unlearn all that we have been taught that has kept us in separation, all that has kept us in fear. Because as little children, before we're enculturated, before we're socially molded, we're wide open. Our vessels are wide open. And so we must clear our fields of fear, scarcity, contempt, hatred, judgment. And it goes on. Fear of not being enough. And maybe most of all, fear of our own power. So I'm going to invite my beloved up here. She's going to talk a little bit more about this.
Thank you. So I believe hope and despair is what we are looking at. I'm sorry, what
There is music.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Maybe we
somebody's
just
phone,
shut the door, Jim,
Yep.
please. Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
That's okay. Hope and despair seem to be very present in the collective consciousness right now. And they're two extremes. And what I'm finding is that somewhere in the middle is this thing called transformation that we're all experiencing. And that through the channel of Tom Kenyon, Magdalene spoke saying this very powerful quote. It took me a really long time to repeat this to myself and understand this. But true transformation does not require hope and moves even in despair. True transformation does not require hope and moves even in despair. So here we are, each and every one of us experiencing darkness in our lives. We are fully embodied in this experience here. Many of us every single day come to meet the density, come to feel the heaviness, come to feel it within our own consciousness, come to feel it from others, our own, right? So it's this challenge of transformation to truly embrace the energetic that we are here to unfold through us as us. It doesn't require hope. We don't have to dream for it. We don't have to wish for it. We don't have to manifest it. We are it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So if we can embody that truth, if we can embody that transformation and allow the unfolding that is us to work through us in every moment, whether it's through creation, whether it's through simple actions of forgiveness, each person to another, whether it's through your offering to the world, whether it's through your purpose, you're already on the path if you're here, if you're listening, if you're tuned in. And, you know, Jim and I work with sound in this very powerful way because we see it as a carrier wave of this consciousness, literally bringing higher frequency consciousness into form, creation of form through this consciousness. So this transformation moves. It moves in each of us all the time. And we are vibrational beings. So all we need to do is activate. Turn it on. Turn the switch on. Howl at the moon. Whatever it takes to call it out. Call it out. And it is deep, folks. It is not easy. Any of us that are on this journey know that this hasn't been all light and fun. Not for me anyway. I found myself crying in corners and wondering, you know, shaking my fists at the whole experience. Why is this going on? Fighting with my beloved, fighting with my family, all of it. You know, it's all part of this transformation, every single bit. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And it's awful. And it's amazing. At the same time, you know, it's amazing. But so this transformation is really, you know, what Jim was really talking about, the truth of who we are, the truth of our nature, that it's undeniable. We're all here. We chose to be here. And we chose to be here right now at this time. And this time is pivotal. It is so important for our collective, so important for the human potential. We are on the cusp of massive breakthrough and transformation. And on higher planes, this has already occurred. It has already happened. There is no more wondering, will we make it to the other side? It's broken through. The tide has already broken. We just need to step in and be it. Remember it. Remember it. It is our cellular memory. It is every bit of who we are. And sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's ugly, you know, to face it, to go into those dark places within ourselves, to go into the heavy density, to go into the hard places that are calling us to be our highest light in the darkest corners. It's hard, but we do it, and that's why we came, and we have to remember that every single day. Oh yeah, I signed up. Oh, right. So, but this is how we embrace the transformation that is so easily accessed right now. It really is. It is right upon us. It's just about activating and waking up and remembering that right now is everything. This time, this moment, who we choose to be. And it is a choice. We can operate in a lower density. We can operate at a higher frequency. They're both real. They're both very, very real. And the experience that we understand through frequency in this is that there's nothing inherently wrong with density. There is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with lower frequency. It simply is. There's nothing wrong with despair. There's nothing wrong with hope. It all is. And here we are, these conduits, transmitting, transforming, transmutating this information and this energy every moment. Our chakras are literally transduction points where we are bringing it in, taking it out, turning it around. Here it is. Okay, what do you want to create, folks? What are we going to do? Like, what do we want to create today? You know, if we can do that every day, a little bit of what's to create? What's our job? What's for me to do today, right now? And so it's an invitation. It's always an open invitation every moment to really step into what's the point? What are we doing here, right? And it's glorious and magical if we're willing. And hope and despair, transformation. So now Jim and I are going to provide a little bit of a sound blessing to anchor this a little bit further. And this energetic, when we play in this particular scale, and when we play in this particular scale and we experience this series of notes, it's often for us an immediate connection to Magdalene energy, immediate. And this is also a reminder for all of us that it is so available at any time. It's literally like tuning in. And we're using these series of notes to do that, and it's just so easy. It just flows for whatever reason that resonance is in those particular frequencies. And so we just ask you to close your eyes and go within and allow this energy of transformation to move through you.
the idea of ascension, the new earth rising, this great shift, this turning point in our planet's history is the turning within. Only by penetrating deep into our true nature will we know the truth, that the truth isn't out there. The truth hasn't always been and is always within. Namaste.
Namaste.
Do we have time to share a song?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, good 3-4 minutes.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect.
So this is a participatory experience.
Yes.
I'm going to be singing some repetitive lyrics, so you catch on if you feel called to do that. And Jim is going to be just toning. So if you like to just feel invited to just tone along with Jim, that's an option too. We always invite you to please make sound. It's a really powerful way to amplify your own vibration and to tap in with the collective consciousness of the space. So down to the heart that shines like the sun, holds us together in this lighthouse as one. Down to the heart that shines like the sun, holds us together in this lighthouse as one. Sacred turning in us, holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know, the sacred turning in us, the holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know. Down to the heart that shines like the sun, holds us together in this lighthouse as one. Down to the heart that shines like the sun, holds us together in this lighthouse as one. Sacred turning in us, holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know, the sacred turning in us, the holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know. Down to the heart that shines like the sun, holds us together in this lighthouse as one. The sacred turning in us, the holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know, the sacred turning in us, the holy golden rose, the sacred turning in us, this mystic light we know. Down to the heart. Out to the heart.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you
so many blessings.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim and Ashley. Thank you, honey. Thank you all for being here. It's amazing when you can feel the tears from your heart.
Aww.
You hear. So I'm just going to take a deep breaths with you because I'm still feeling this vibration. Still arriving. So let's just all take 3 deep breaths. It's amazing when that power of frequency can affect us. And I just absolutely love. We have no clue what you're going to share. I don't know what Honey's going to share. And I personally don't know until the day of either the meditation or the night before. And I love how it all comes together. Because really, what I want to bring forward is everything that we're sharing today, we're reminding each other. Because we have to be in this point of reminding each other of the masters that we are. Just imagine, since we've been incarnated, we have had every single piece of energy that's been spoken today in us, already ready for us to share. 2 things that have been coming through me these past 24 hours. Truth and honor. The reason why I bring up honor, and to take it back a little, is because I don't know if any of you felt this past week or month. We've been getting our ass kicked. So we've been getting more hit and pushed and pulled and thrown around. And I mean, just off the honey, I've definitely done some stuff. The boyish side, the inflicting pain, the things that I love how real you guys are. Thank you for another beloved couple to be like, we hurt each other, we hit it. We hurt and we bring all this out because it's coming up in the truth that we're all going through a lot of stuff. And as much as we're on this stage of reminding us, I just want everyone to remember we're not alone. We're not alone because many times we feel like, oh, gosh, I'm alone. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this again. And how am I going to do this because I'm alone again? But really, we're not alone. We're all here together reminding each other and having a little fun with it. Laughing at some of the stuff that we are doing so we don't take ourselves so seriously. And that's why I need to bring up honor. Honoring ourselves for the master that we are. Honoring ourselves for the love that we are. Honoring our trueness of what we hold. Because many of us, it's okay. We forget to honor ourselves. It's okay. You can give yourself the permission that we honor every single thing but us. Really. I'm sure if we went around and spoke to every single one of us, how much we put in front of us and forget to honor ourselves, it's there. But yet we have to forgive. We have to forgive ourselves and allow ourselves that it's okay that we've forgotten to honor. We've forgotten to honor because, we forgot. We forgot our truth. Our truth of who we are. And I know I'm still along that journey of remembering every day, of looking outward to see my truth. Looking over and be like, okay, this looks right, this looks right, this looks right, but I'm looking from here and not here. Isn't it interesting when we all remember? I'm sure we remember this when we're like seeking validation, seeking who I am by being somebody, trying to feel accepted by looking outwardly versus inwardly. Isn't it interesting of all the messages that have come through that truth is gentle, elegantly said, is in us already. It's already there to be awakened. And the key to awaken it, as we all know, is just to honor ourselves. What happens if we woke up every morning and we would say, I honor myself as the king or queen that I am? The first thing before checking the phone, looking at the agenda, if we just would honor ourselves through gratitude, through appreciation, through, oh my God, I got through another day without hurting someone else that I've unintentionally done, because how come there seems to be a problem every single moment when my mind starts to get focused on this limited part? But if we just honored that, if we gave ourselves the permission to see and feel our truth, because you know what our truth is? Love. It's love. But you know what's even beyond truth? What we don't know. Because our truth is beyond our mind. Our truth is beyond our spirit. It's so big that there's not even a language to truth. There's a light language.
Right. I was waiting for that.
There's another element, but sometimes our mind can't actually pull in the truth of who we are because we're still trying to figure out each day how just to get through this density. Especially in this fun Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Welcome, guys. You've signed up for the party. This is the party. We're here. Now we get to have fun with it. We get to laugh at it. And we get to honor it. And we get to hear the beautiful sounds and vibration. And we get to really just go in and say, okay, how can I honor this truth? How can I honor this love? And it's okay if the mind's thinking right now, oh my gosh, I'm honoring kids too much, I'm honoring my husband too much, I'm honoring everything but me. It's okay. Give yourself the permission. Because we just, in that honor, is to be softer with ourselves, to support ourselves, to value ourselves, and just to say it's okay because we're not alone. We're here together, all going through this muck. I choose a bigger word, but I want to say we're going through it, and we're all feeling it together. So today I'd like to bring in a remembrance as each of us has shared. You guys close your eyes and place your hands on that beautiful heart. And taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. And bringing the great remembrance of the Master that I am. And as I say I, each of you feel that I-ness within so that you feel that I am presence. Remembering the great gift that I am. Remembering the great illumination I am. Remembering the great joy that I am. Remembering the great love I am. Remembering the great expression of light that I am. Remembering the great infinite I am. Remembering how eternal I am. Remembering how valued and supported I am. Feeling that bliss, that beauty, that inner infinite God, Goddess, King, Queen, Master that we are. Feeling that with each breath. Feeling that with each thought. Feeling that inner action that we take out today. When we walk out and share that gift, share that service, share that godlike nature of us to each and every person that we cross our path. Because we're here to remind each other, to support each other, to love each other, that we're magnificent, delicious, amazing, incredible, illuminated, and everything in between. We are that. With hugs, with kisses, with smiles, with laughs, with shits, and oh wow, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it? With everything. Because we are that. This is here to remind each of you that everything that you have is all that you need. And the only step to do is to go within and remember. Feel it. Believe it. Trust it. And know that is your truth. That is your honor within to bring forward. As you bring forward that to the service of others, to the love of others, to the support of others, to the great value and worth of others. That is our beingness. To remind, to awaken, and to remember. Because each and every one of us already have it within us. It's already there in our heart. In that precious love that we are so grateful to share, to express, and most important, to be. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, for remembering. Just to remember that feeling. And that we're all here to support one another. No matter how hard, difficult, strange, messed up it is, we're all here because, you know what? We're all going through it together. We're not alone. We feel it. Now it's to embrace that. And to hug it and love it. Because even the stuff that doesn't feel good, we have to love it too. Of you and great truth that is you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So, as we wrap up our Sunday service, I'd like to have us, as usual, close a circle with our hands coming together as one. So, in the beginning, there was nothing, then suddenly there was a circle where everything takes place in its creation. So, it's always beautiful to feel the creation energy. And so, how's everyone feeling? You feel lifted?
Yes, definitely.
You feel rejuvenated, received, held, loved, supported. Very beautiful. How simple is that? How simple is it, this gift of love? It's sharing. I mean, it's so simple. And there is no effort, truly, because it's the divine nature. It's It's already the truth. It's already that place of honor. It already exists. Never has to be created. It just is. So from that isness, we can and now it's just the art of allowing, the art of being, the art of breathing. It's the breath that gives us the capability. So with that, as we have held each other's hands, because we know it's the hands that are connected to the hearts that give us the ability to bring all the goods here on earth. The hands that are connected to the head. I always say, you know how interesting our hands are not placed here to hold each other like that. Would you imagine if the hands were really placed here? I'm sure in some of our extraterrestrial bodies where we have hands here, you know, and they're holding each other. I mean, that's a really higher body too. If there's hands here and there's hands here, that's cool. That's the heart and the head together. You know, it's amazing. But in this human form, for some reason, the great intelligence created us. Hey, let's have the hands. Passes through the heart and holds the other one because we want the unity of the heart, right? All the great masters always brought us back to the heart. Go to the heart so you can go to the infinite. The infinite is already at the shore. So from that, let us close this circle. Let us just bring the prayers of this closing circle. Dear Mother, Father, God, dear eternal flame, dear primary creator, dear great illumination of all light and source, within and without in all creation, all multiverses, all universes, all planets, all stars, all suns, all timelines, all consciousness. We're so grateful to this now, to this moment, to just this present, this golden energy of this now, which we open ourselves to the greater gifts as we breathe in this moment of just breath of trust, breath of beingness, breath of coming togetherness, breath of allowing all of these beautiful vibration and frequencies that have been exchanged in this room, in this now, through the support of our spirit guardians, our ancestors, the spirit animals, the angels and the guardian angels, the archangels, the ascended masters and the seven mighty Elohim, the beautiful sacred odor of the white rose, sacred odor of the white dove, the sacred councils, the great white brotherhood of light, beautiful, the councils of light, the legions of light, the intergalactic councils, the Galactic Federation of Light, the Astral Command, our beautiful, sacred, divine Mother of all creation, our divine Mother Earth, sacred Gaia, Tierra, beloved Virgo. She has so many names, the beloved angel that she is. We're so grateful to the beautiful cities of light in her center, Agatha, Shambhala, Telos, Atlantia. We're so grateful. We're so grateful to Mother Earth's sacred heart that is connected to our sacred heart, that is connected to the Creator's sacred heart, and is connected to all sentient beings and to all universes, all consciousness, all plane. We're so grateful to feel the unity of the oneness in our heart and feel the blessed support of recognizing this temporary human experience and its all facets as we journey back home to our light bodies after this, and we continue forward as our soul is always eternal, and this temporary experience is giving us the ability to bring the goddesshood of our true essence into this plane, in this carnation, and to lift the density back. We're so grateful to the collaborative hands that are here to support each and every stepping stone, to further expansion of the truth of illumination that which we are. And we're so grateful for the beloved I am within each of us, the beloved that we are, to bring forth the cosmic Christ light within and shine that upon all through the unconditional love. And so it is.
So it is.
Big work requires big hands, big hearts. And we're so grateful to hold each other's hands, lift each other's hearts, and smile through the big work that we have chosen to take here on earth. Each of us, part of that great divine plan. May we take what we have received today and with generosity of the abundant, prosperous being that we already are, share it to allow this fountain of illumination continue to flow through us through the power of giving. Thank you so much for our beautiful sun-filled day as we bring the sun. And thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Jim. And Ashley and Jim, please connect with them. They share a lot of incredible music and sound medicine all over. And they have the new, beautiful album released this year, the 7th Gate. Michael and I are so honored to receive this blessing. We've been kind of a witness of how long this took to bring these transmissions through, and it's truly an honor to be able to receive this. So thank you so much. Thank you for the Magdalene energy that's very, very present onto the planet right now to help lift us, to allow us to stand in our truth, in our sovereign state. And those of us who are dedicated to the codes of Magdalene, to allow that to, from deep Mother Earth, to become alive on the surface, to bring it up to the create the balance. So with that, each of you got a goddess card. It's so important to embrace the goddess within. So please take a look at what is your message of the goddess, because the goddess is here to support you. Jim and Ashley here. So get to this goddess energy and receive it as your message, and take a picture of your goddess message and to see what is being sent to you today, so you can plant it, feed it, and support it. Did anybody not get their goddess? Oh, look, you got a shield. Mashallah.
Oh, is that good?
She's a, who are you?
What's her name?
She's one of my guides. You can look her up on the guys.
Thank you.
So with that, thank you for letting us bless each other with our hearts. Thank you, beautiful live stream. Thank you so much for being. Aho namaste Makeshpanura Ish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Demetrius, and we connect more again.